So Jalen Brunson tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies had 30 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds tonight. And although they did lose 123 to 125 to the Grizzlies, I think Jalen Brunson, he was one of the reasons why they were in this game. He did have 2 missed shots in the fourth that would have gotten them the lead. But I think majority of the game, he was the reason why they were still in this game offensively. Now, defensively, Jalen Brunson, I think he's a pretty okay perimeter defender, an above average perimeter defender, but nothing too amazing. And today we're going to talk about Jalen Brunson and what he means to this Knicks team, because I think the signing in the offseason, definitely a hefty contract, but we'll see how it turns out in 2 to 3 years from now when he's going to be more fleshed out on this team. He's going to have more chemistry, so we'll get into it right now. So we'll go over, the game pretty quickly here. The Knicks did lose 123-125 to the Grizzlies. It was Ja Morant versus Jalen Brunson, and they did have Ja Morant on lockup until the fourth quarter, where he started to explode a little bit and had 27 points, 10 rebounds, and 14 assists for Ja Morant. So we'll look at the Knicks side of things. We'll note some of the big performances tonight. Barrett had 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists on 9 of 18 from the field and 2 of 6 from 3. Mitchell Robinson, 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 blocks, which is great to see. His help defense today was absolutely great. Down in the fourth quarter, wasn't as great as I wanted it to be, but majority of the game he was playing some great help defense and pretty great interior defense. Julius Randle had 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists, almost a triple-double, 4-9 from the field, and finally Quentin Grimes with 5 points and 4 assists and 2 rebounds in 26 minutes. So really I want to say here is that, RJ Barrett, first of all, he's trying to find his three-point shot. He went 2 of 6 today. I saw a stat line that he had 0 of 19 from the 3 in the last couple games. I can't remember the stat line, but I know he missed a lot of threes this season, and that's something that you don't really want from one of your cornerstones on the team. So I just hope that RJ Barrett comes back to what he was offensively in past seasons. He did have 22 points tonight, so we'll see. The three-pointer obviously just needs some more work. So really the best player today was obviously Jalen Brunson, 30 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds, 8 of 19 from the field, and 3 of 5 from 3. Had 11 of 12 from the free-throw line. Really, Jalen Brunson today on offense was absolutely amazing. He did have 5 fouls and only 2 turnovers. So, he was playing on 5 fouls and he didn't foul out at least. But I would have liked him to make at least one of the 2 clutch shots in the fourth. He did rush both of them. Regardless, I think it was great that the Knicks went to Brunson. I think it means that they're trusting Brunson with the offense. Tom Thibodeau being the coach of the Knicks, I think he's trusting Brunson a lot more. And obviously, with good reason, he was basically their best player offensively alongside RJ. And, with RJ's 3-ball not falling, I think it was kind of obvious that they would go to Jalen Brunson. And that's pretty much it for the starting lineup right there. Off the bench, they had Cam Reddish, who played pretty well today. 11 points and 2 assists with 1 steal. Had come back from a groin injury. He missed the last 3 games. Had 4 of 6 from the field and 1 of 2 from 3. Had a clutch 3-pointer in the fourth, and it was pretty close until he made that shot and they took the lead with that shot, but then the Grizzlies came back. So I think Cam Reddish played pretty great today. Now, in only 24 minutes, he was a +4 in the plus-minus, had 3 fouls. He's going to be one of their best perimeter defenders, and I think moving forward, I think Cam Reddish could be a really valuable piece. So this Knicks team, they're definitely interesting. Jalen Brunson is really the reason why I wanted to make this video. And I think the addition of Jalen Brunson, he gives them a true point guard. Now, going into the season, they had Kemba Walker as their point guard, and he wasn't really playing too well. We saw that last season. He was putting up some stinker numbers, and he wasn't really that good offensively. Defensively, we won't even get there. I think Jalen Brunson obviously is going to be the better player defensively. And with good reason, they finally traded him to the Detroit Pistons, and, I don't remember what they got. I think it was a second-round pick or something. But they finally got a true point guard in Jalen Brunson, and he's been amazing for them. And over the season, 21 points, 4 rebounds, and around 6 assists on around 49, 30, and 90 splits over the season. So Brunson, I think he's what the Knicks needed. They obviously needed a true point guard, but also someone that can run the offense and just handle the ball. He's a great playmaker, a great passer. He's going to be someone that's going to be running the offense today. And especially we saw that he was running a lot of good pick and rolls today. Offensively, you're getting a very shifty guard that has a combination of pump fakes, head fakes, and overall great footwork. I think that's what I liked about Jalen Brunson last season in the playoffs. He was really shifty for someone that's only around 6 foot, I want to say. If you look at his height, yeah, he's 6'1", 190 pounds. He's very shifty for someone that can work in the post pretty easily. That's his bread and butter, by the way, I want to talk about. him in the post and him being able to hit that leaner, that floater, not floater, but that leaner in the post, I mean, that's pretty much his bread and butter and what they want to run for Jalen Brunson. He had that in the last possession or the last shot in the fourth quarter, but didn't make it. He kind of just rushed it, like I said. So Jalen Brunson, I mean, that post up leaner is definitely his bread and butter in his offense. So in terms of like other things offensively, I mean, he can get to the cup pretty easily. Surround Jalen Brunson with shooters like RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Cam Reddish, and I think we're talking about a pretty great offense and someone that Jalen Brunson can pass to. So defensively, he's not too far off. I mean, he's not that bad of a perimeter defender. I just think it could be better. Obviously, it could be way better, but, being 6'1", 190 pounds, you already are pretty limited on the defensive end. But regardless, I think he is a pretty okay perimeter defender at his height. So he is on a $104 million contract over 4 years with the Knicks. So he's going to be getting paid some pretty hefty money. And going into the future, I think he could be a building block for this Knicks team. I mean, he's been one of the brighter spots. Obviously, RJ Barrett having a pretty down year. Julius Randle actually having a pretty underrated year. Mitchell Robinson being injured. Cam Reddish having a pretty great comeback year. And, with the Knicks, they have a lot of latent talent. I think they just need to unlock him. I mean, Tom Thibodeau, he's going to be a guy trusting vets like Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, guys like that. So that's really the reason why some, potential players on the bench like Emmanuel Quickly, Cam Reddish haven't been able to get too many minutes because of Tom Thibodeau, basically. So Jalen Brunson, I mean, he should be here for the long run. I mean, we saw this tonight, basically. I mean, Tom Thibodeau trusted him in the offense. And moving forward, I think they could be pretty fine with Jalen Brunson as the starting point guard. Unless they get a bigger point guard in free agency, then, they could either move him to the 2 or have him off the bench or whatever they want to do. So, honestly, I think Jalen Brunson was a great signing for the team. You guys let me know what you guys think about Jalen Brunson on the team. I think with a better supporting cast and off the bench especially, the Knicks could definitely be in playoff contention. If you look at the standings overall in the Eastern Conference, the Knicks are the 11th seed at 9-11. So hopefully the Knicks can get some more supporting cast, some more supporting pieces around Jalen Brunson, and hopefully they can just keep Brunson for the long term. So that's the video. My name is JC. About peace.